Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hi all, cars, all the cars get you young boys all the time. Young man writes, greetings from the San Diego of Canada, Vancouver, asshole. I have turned 21 a couple days ago and have been getting my shit together to move out of my dad's house and start living on my own. I plan to not move out until I get a welding fabrication job and then move closer to the new workplace. I've been looking all over Canada for months to start my career as a welder, even since I finished trade school last December with a level 1 welder certification and 2 CWB Canadian Welding Bureau tickets. I like to say I got a good use of my time getting 3 tickets in 6 months. Good. I started to question if the trade were still in demand, seeing it was a lot harder to get than my current job. A small mobile truck washing company that I work at for 2 years and remain working there while I was in school, not to mention my wage is all right at $19 an hour. However, as I crunch the numbers on living expenses that I will be facing, one item that concerns me is the Jeep that I bought brand new a year ago when I was 19. This was advice from my dad, a heavy-duty mechanic, and my stepmother, the women that helped my dad get out of debt and helped support him while mother was taking him to alimony, or for alimony. When I moved to the house, they taught mostly my stepmother me how to budget my money, cook and do taxes, as well as give me a swift kick in the ass. Good for them. And get a job, go to school, etc. One day, almost after getting into an accident with my first car, the one I fixed up and only paid $450 for, they told me I should get a new car. At first I said I could not afford a new $30,000 vehicle. Nobody can afford that. Nobody. If you're not paying cash for it, you can't afford it. And that no kid at 19 has new cars, but they told me that I could handle the payments and that this was a good investment in the future. No, cars are not an investment. This is the one thing they goofed up. They really do love you and care about you, but they're just wrong. This is why wrong data, as you're finding out, hurts young people's finances. Seeing how their other advice was good, I decided to listen to them despite my fear going into debt, thinking that I was making the right decision. I got 2015 Jeep Wrangler 2-door, $31,000 after taxes, and pay $400 a month and interest at 4%. I've put $4,000 down, while also paid $5,000 as of writing this, for a total of $9,000 payoff. Keep in mind I have $6,000 in the bank just in case shit hits the fan. Good man. I know that living on my own with too many parents will be a problem, and was never 100% sure if selling the Jeep was the best thing to do. On the bright side, the resale value of Jeep Wranglers is the best on the market, being $20,000 to $20,000. So what? You paid off, so you're going to lose about 10 grand on this. You have a 22, so yeah, you'd almost recoup you'd almost be able to pay off your entire car loan. It only has 6,000 kilometers on it. I found your YouTube channel 3 weeks ago, and after looking into your background and finance, your experience in banking, as in your rants at stores while working in the corporate world, I realized that, one, I was right the whole time. Yes, you were. If I were to do this all over again, I would not have gotten a new car and just got a beater, just like my first car, for under $5,000. My question is, with 1/3 already paid off, should I suck it up and pay off the rest, or sell it and buy a used car instead? If selling the Jeep is the better option, what car would you recommend out of $5,000? Was thinking a Honda Civic or a Subaru Forester, but in the end, I just want a good, reliable car. I would not pay it. Sell it. Just get rid of the damn thing. Sell it. Get yourself a beater, so you don't need collision insurance, like something that you can walk away from, so you're saving money on insurance, especially a young man like yourself. You're going to be paying a lot in insurance. But the type of, if you're a welder and you're into the trades, I would almost say a truck is worth it. Now, you're going to have to pay a little bit more than $5,000 for a truck, although I would have to look into it. I think trucks are getting pretty cheap, especially in the Bakken and McMurray oil fields. Because the bubble has burst there, and now all these hoodang-digglies, they had to get their truck, gotta get my truck, and now I think, go and see if prices have come down a bit, but I don't know if that's the case out in Vancouver. But because you're welding in the trades, I would imagine a truck would be ideal for you hauling gear around and stuff like that. But if you're looking for a car, you recommend was a Honda Civic or a Subaru Forester. What do you recommend under 5,000? You know what? If you just need transportation, get whatever cheap car you possibly can. Make sure it's got low mileage. I would look at they're called salvage cars here in the U.S. That's what I get. They've been in an accident, and there's mechanics who will fix them up, and they'll buy them from the insurance company for dirt cheap because the insurance will say, "No, we're just going to total out the car." But the car is fine. It's that it takes too much to repair for these guys. For the insurance company, so like these small-time mechanics will go and put it in. They're ugly, they're all dinged up or bashed up or something, but it's a cheap car and you'll get low miles. So I'd be looking, Honda is a great car, Subaru is a fine car. Avoid German cars with all of your might. I would also look at Kias. Kias are great cars, especially if you do the maintenance, they're easy. And I would let the price and mileage determine, what you need. Not say, well, I'm set on getting a Subaru Forester or Honda Civic. I would go and find out something. And you should. I mean, shoot, I got one car for $500, another car for $1,200. I got another car for $3,000, and it only had 30,000 miles on it. So these are, I think you can find some definitely for $5,000 and be willing to drive. Like, if it's going to save you $2,000 and you got to fly out to Calgary to go get something or fly, I don't know, wherever, do it, and because that's like, would it take you 2 days to get from Calgary to Vancouver? Maybe one. So that's worth saving $2,000 if you can find a good car on the cheap and far away. Before I sign out, I want to give a message to all my fellow millennials out there. Make sure you yell at the camera for this. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do, do not buy a new car as if your wage is not over $45 an hour. End of fucking story, my friends. Cheers. And did you want to remain Matt? Well, thank you very much, Matt. Yeah, just, I'd say truck. Because, man, trucks just help. I know you don't get as good gas mileage. But if you're not driving that many miles anyway, in the past 2 years you only went 6,000 miles, yeah, sell that thing, pay off your car loan, go find another car, and then or a truck, and never ever do that ever again. Never. I don't think I've ever paid more. I think I've paid, the most I've ever paid was for a motorcycle, for vehicles. But yeah, I would never. I mean, because they're not investments. They go down. They just go down in value. So, anyway, best of luck to you. Doodles.